Chris Clenshaw, if you ever read this, please bring back Fatboy. Sorry,
no.
I just had to fucking... And someone's made a very impassioned thread. You can tell that people kind of started to mock it because it's been fucking... Nobody can post it anymore on the subreddit. But they said, ever since the card hint that he's alive last year before Dot's funeral, fans have been speculating that he might still be alive, and most, including myself, are calling for him to return. Despite his flashback cameo set in 2014, I still think there was a reason he was shown instead of anyone else. There were many characters on EastEnders at that time that Cindy hadn't met yet, like Stacey, Jean, Kat, Max, Jack, Ronnie, and Roxy, etc. So why choose Fatboy? To some... Nope.
Just to interrupt you, it's easy why they chose Fatboy. Both of the characters were in the Queen Vic.
Yeah, and also, who's going to cost more money? Max Brannan or Fatboy, who's not done anything?
Yeah, but for continuity-wise, I believe Max Brannan was in the pub.
Yeah, so, most people were in the Vic, yeah.
Yeah, why would Max go, well, I'm going to step out and go for a smoke? Oh, Cindy! How are you, Cindy? Come here, love. Okay.
Someone, and then carries on, to some, this was another Easter egg. To others like myself, it was more evidence that he could still be alive. This teasing is cruel. The way the character was killed in a revenge axe 8 years ago now was absolutely unforgivable. He was always such a well-meaning character with a heart of gold, and he brought some much-needed humour to the show. In many ways, Fatboy was like a male version of Kim, mostly used for comic relief, but there was also that side to him that showed him that he could be more than that, which gave him some depth. He was a breath of fresh air among most characters. He was just a down-to-earth and normal young man. He was relatable. He was friendly, kind, caring, funny as fuck, loyal, and loving, and he was one of the rare characters who worked well with everyone he interacted with. In short, there's fucking like 2 more fucking pages of this. He fit like a glove. The same can be said about Kush. There's no chance he could ever return. It was said even by Chris Clenshaw in an interview that if a character dies off screen, it doesn't count. And which character died off screen? The one I'm talking about right now, Arthur Fatboy Chubb. Alright, there's a lot to unpack here. And I don't know why Fatboy is this person's favourite character. Because, look, Fatboy was good comic relief. But you want to know how old Fatboy's going to be now? Fatboy's going to be in his fucking 30s, maybe even 40s now. And, you know, he can't just be the same cheeky chappy, but when he's like 30 or 40. You know, all the slang and shit. He can't just be a current chav, you know. You just can't do that now. Like,
he's outgrown
all the characters to fucking bring back. Fatboy's not the one. You know, characters that are pivotal to the show. Look, it was nice to see Fatboy. I had a great time. Yeah, it's Fatboy. Yeah. But I'm not saying to bring him back. That's not on the table, lads. Be happy you got a reappearance from Fatboy. It's all you're getting. He's not coming back. People are suggesting that somehow maybe Fatboy could be George Knight's son. Which, I don't know, just sounds like you're trying to like fucking fat finger a fucking story together. I'm not about that life.
It basically seems like they're Chris clenching at straws.
Yeah.
I understand when you want a favourite character back, but they don't want to bring it back. Obviously, we can relate to this. We want Max Branning back.
Yeah, but he's got a chance to do that.
But I'm just giving an example.
In Coronation Street, there's a character called Kirsty Soames, had this big domestic abuse storyline, but it was played a lot more. There was a lot more sympathy towards it. You got to see the reasons why. You know, she was hitting her partner, but I really fell in love with this storyline. But like through years, I'd see these little things like, oh, she's coming back, and you know, I'd never thought she was never gonna do it. She was never gonna come back. But then they just killed her off, and I'm like, nah, what are you doing, lads? Why you done this to me?
But yeah, I can see why when you want your favorite character pack, like obviously, just to give a resting example, like I want Monty Brown back, but I know, I know he's never coming back. He's happily retired. I'm not gonna write a Reddit post saying bring him back. Same with Fatboy. I think he's on the shelf. Like when you're in a toy shop
Yeah.
and you're looking at all the toys to bring in. So like you have Roxy and Ronnie, you have Fatboy. So you have all the toys that are old and in the charity shop. Are you really gonna go, oh, that Fatboy action figure, I really want that? No, you're gonna go, I want the Roxy and Ronnie one.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
want Fatboy.
It's just...
I don't want him.
Yeah, ultimately, we should just be happy that we saw him one more time, because he's probably never being seen again. So what that he's not as big as Cindy Beale? Does he have to be, really? He's memorable and well-liked, and that should be enough. He's one of a kind. He's not. To a lot of young people like me, he is a representation of modern-day EastEnders. I actually grew up with a character on the screen. He makes me feel nostalgic. Nostalgia's never a reason to bring someone back.
Can I just say that they already have someone to represent modern day EastEnders, Avani or Priya?
Yeah, but cringe. Cringe.
Yeah, but you can't sit here and... But you can't sit here and go, oh, yeah, he was the reason for younger fans.
But they're now, like, my age, kind of. You know, they're now 23. That's too... Maybe 23, I don't know. They said they were 11 in 2010. So, yeah, around 23, 24. But yes, look, nostalgia's not a reason to bring it back, all right? I can look back on my first relationship and be like, man, wasn't that good, you know? And then, no, it fucking wasn't. It was absolute hot garbage. Terrible idea. But, you know, some of the feelings, do I miss them? Not really, but if I was a bit more fucking human, maybe I would. But the point being, nostalgia's not a reason to bring something back. Because, look, I love Tony Carpenter. Is that a reason for him to come back on the square when nobody knows who the fuck he is? Not really.
It's basically, I will give an example. It's like when you have money to spend, so when they're sitting down in the creative tables, so you have Chris Crenshaw, all the writers, all the executives from the BBC, and they're all going, all right, who do you want to bring under contract? They obviously have to go, we want someone big. Who's not dead and who's not dead and who is not known well. So like, unless they're dead and known well, like Roxy and Ronnie, they're not going to bring them back. Like, as much as I want Heather back, she's dead, and would you really want to pay her that money to bring her back when you could spend that money on bringing in Max Branning?
Exactly.
Like, it's like, he's famous, yes, I get it, but he's only famous in your little world. He's not famous, like, I don't know who Fatboy is. I just know he's some bloke. I don't know his background. Like I'm not an EastEnders connoisseur, but I know myself.
How would I... Fatboy is... Imagine a young, like, chav version of Rocky. It's that same kind of character type, really. You know, cheeky, chappy, kind of... You know, bit like Alfie, bit like Rocky, that kind of, like, you know, we'll try Konya, but ultimately he had a pretty shit life and he was just trying to fucking, you know, he used a lot of his humor as like a coping mechanism. And he also had a really, like, wholesome relationship with Dot, as most people did. But, you know, it was a nice, like, little, because, you know, he didn't have a mum or dad, you know? Like, he fucking, he was, and, you know, he used humor. But, yeah. But let's carry on, because it's been 8 minutes and we're only like halfway through this fucking post. And there's just one post. This is one post. By the time we left, the show was in such a horrible way. I had finished high school. He is a constant reminder of my childhood when I think about him. Rewatching the 2010s at the minute with my fiance, congratulations, makes me yearn for the character to return even more. For me personally, Fats is my favourite EastEnders character ever. However, even if he's not everyone's fave, it's not hard to tell the character is mostly fondly remembered. Much missed by many and really well loved by the majority, and the way the character died was absolutely horrific and should and easily could most definitely be undone. It's not a retcon, we never saw him actually die. It is also incredibly evil to have such a nice character die in such a twisted way. He got trapped in a car and it got crushed. He was in the boot and it got crushed.
Yeah, I know, I've seen it.
Yeah, just in case people didn't know.
No.
The way the character died was the character himself even said that he was frightened of confined spaces. The way the character died was deliberately done to get back at the actor. Even for EastEnders fans who didn't like the character, all characters have their haters, but I'm sure everyone will probably agree that killing him off in such a way was a massive mistake and disgusting. He didn't deserve it at all. The character was overall more loved and hated. Stop! What metric are you fucking judging it on? It's Fatboy. He's shit. He's garbage. Stop. Fuck. Well, he wasn't hated. It's like what scale? The scale in your brain is deciding. You know, he was liked. He was disliked. Shit. There's no scales. It's all your brain. Your brain's doing this. I don't mind Fatboy. I'd have him back, but it doesn't mean I'm fucking like, yes, bring Fatboy back. I'm not going to sign a petition to bring Fatboy back. Like, stop. You're making it up. Alright, these are all... I've been there, alright? I've been attached to characters. Stop it. Take some time away. Stop fucking reading so much into it. Fatboy's not coming back. But, good lord. Like, hey, you're allowed to do this. You're allowed to do this. But it's just what's winding me up is this fucking imaginary scale that they've fucking decided. You know, he wasn't the most hated, but he wasn't the most loved. But he was loved more than he was hated. It's like me just drawing a bar graph, like, fucking... girls that get pregnant after I speak to them just going up, and it's just full fictional. It's all fictional. Stop it.
See, I understand nostalgia. You want your favorite character back. Like, I understand. Like, you're allowed to have nostalgia. Like, I'm not saying that. Fuck off, you're not allowed to have nostalgia. You're allowed to have nostalgia, but you have to admit the rose-tinted glasses can only go so far before the rose-tinted glasses get set on fire and become to take over your body. Like
it's not always that good. Remember when they brought back Bette Lynch and Corrie in 2003, and they made her miserable, and everybody went, "Man, fuck Bette Lynch, she's fucking shite. She is. Like, she's a legend." But she had like one bad run. Now everybody hates her.
I understand he wants him back. But again, if you're going to get a contract for people you want back on top of the list, is he really going to be number 1 or number 2?
Exactly.
He's going to be like number 20 on the list. Or number 10, maybe number 15, if we're being generous.
I'd bring back a lot more characters than Fatboy.
I
will just make this clear. This is all being played for a joke. I'm sure this person is a genuine thing, but fundamentally, it's a thread about bringing back Fatboy. You know, we're allowed to make the joke. It sounds harsh. It sounds very harsh. I'm sure this person genuinely believes this and wants Fatboy to be here. But sometimes you've got to get brought back down to earth. And this man's been snorting the fucking Fatboy clouds in the sky. Just, yeah, go on, Fatboy. He's not that big a character. Like, I couldn't even... it's just, you know, look, he's not coming back. Just accept it. We all grieve in different ways, it's fine. But Fatboy's not coming back. Be happy you got this last appearance. All right? They gave you a bit. They gave you the carrot. You don't say, yeah, where's the rest of them? You go, oh, thanks for the carrot. That was great. You know, you go eat, you eat your carrot, you sleep, you digest the carrot, and then life continues. Oh, why the fuck did I even stop? I just the fucking thread where it's like, not everybody liked him, but not everybody disliked. Stop it. Stop, please. The character was overall more loved than hated. He was a really entertaining fan fave, and although his main link Miss B is now sadly dead, that doesn't mean he can't make a return. Ricky Norwood is back on good terms with BBC. We don't really know that. We know that Fatboy was on the show, or like a little cameo, but we don't really know they're on good terms. It's like, oh yeah, I'm back with my ex. Why? Well, I said hello to him on the street and they didn't run my foot over with a car. Alright. In fact, the only person who seems to have it in for him is that idiot producer who acts him. He was severely underused, but he brought so much to his scenes. You're just saying he wasn't used much. Just that little cameo was enough to make you smile and remember how endearing his scenes and how heartwarming his bond with Mrs. B was. Yet, they're already watching the scene. Just keep watching the scenes. Just keep watching them. You still got like 5 more years if you're watching the 2010s. You got time. You just keep watching them scenes. You don't need to fucking... You don't need him back. Fuck. He would now be in his early 30s, and I would love to see what he's been doing with his life. A plausible way to bring him back, even though the death was off screen, in my opinion, would be to say he was in witness protection away from Vincent and Ronnie. Yeah, because we're doing another witness protection thing, are we? Just after they've done the last witness protection thing about 6 months ago. Alright. After he was told they were both dead, he dumped the Fatboy persona and made a fresh start as Arthur. You don't even want him as Fatboy anymore! You don't even want Fatboy, you want Arthur! That's never who he was on the show. He moved abroad and was living his best life as a superstar DJ. Oh yeah, come on now. And who did he meet while living abroad? Zaza Carter, his old friend. The two got married and maybe had a baby or two. I'm not sure what could bring them back to Albert Square, to be honest.
Yeah, simple. Simple.
You're not even making a good case for it. He's not even given a good motivation to come back. I nearly died there, but I want to come back. Sound. If he was going to come back anytime, he would have come back at Dot's funeral.
He could return with Charizard at fucking Mick when Mick comes back, I guess. I don't know, folks. I just had a very weird dream and now I'm awake. The first thing Ash told me to record was this fucking video. And no offense.
You asked for something light. I gave you something hilarious.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. But I want something that would give me coffee in my tea. And you fucking gave me sleepy pills in my tea.
I feel slightly bad because this is someone's clear, like, yeah, I want him back. And I'm just fucking straight, like, just fucking dusting him off for this. Yeah, I'd be livid if it was me. But, they're not watching this.
It might be.
Sorry, but also... Come on, mate. Be reasonable. But I'm not sure what could bring them back to Albert Square, to be honest. But I'm sure they could find a way. You've clearly not been thinking that much about this, have you then? Bring him back. How? I don't fucking know. Somehow.
That's your job, folks.
He's already taken the witness protection. from the storyline this year, and now wants to do it again, and then have some reason why he wants to return to the place that he died. And fucking Zaza, she doesn't have any family in the square anymore. Tina's dead. Shirley's gone. There's fucking no reason. Oh, fuck. Good lord. Yeah, I think that would be a good way to settle him back into Walford. Yeah, just have him be there somehow, some way. Oh, fuck. Sorry. As well as bring back something from the past. I think
Who
that
fucking
would,
that?
I think that would, I don't fucking know, something from the past. I
Fucking
think
Willie.
the other two E20 members, E20 gang members, Mercy and Leon, should maybe be left in the past, as they were clearly the weak link of the group. Don't know who they are. Maybe it always felt weird how abruptly Zaza left, less than a year after her arrival, especially since she was Shirley's niece. And Fatboy, of course, was the success story of this group. Zaza never really got a chance to shine before she was suddenly axed, so it makes sense to bring her back. No, it doesn't. It makes no sense. You get some... Stop watching Fatboy clips, alright? Get out of it. Get out of it. Stop it. Alright? You need some time away. You should see other people. It's ludicrous. What is this?
Fantastic, the audience.
On the other hand, a totally soapy way to bring him back, which I just dreamed up in the comments, would be have him revealed as George Jr. George is his biological dad, but he was adopted by Ashley. Ashley dies and Fatboy discovers he is not his real dad, and he finds out his dad lives in Walford, so he returns to find him. And boom, it's George. No. If you are a fan of Fatboy reading this, and you want him back too, please share this post if you can, or comment, or upvote, or anything. The more attention it gets, the more likely that it'll one day come true. Also, if there's anything you would like to add that could increase the chances, comment it below. Thanks for reading. May, you've got to take some time away, please. Respectfully. You're having a meltdown. Respectfully. You're having a fucking breakdown. What are you doing? He's not getting brought back. Come on. Please. Someone simply says, respectfully, Fatboy has zero storyline potential. He was a likable character, 100%, but so was Gus Smith, so was Kyle Slater, but the storyline potential for them was never there. He thrives on storylines, not likability. Fatboy's main connections were Whitney and Dot. Dot's dead and Whitney's leaving. There's really nothing for him in Albert Square. The cameo this year was simply a treat that also helps casual fans be reminded roughly what era this flashback is taking place.
Yeah.
There we are.
Did he respond?
God damn it. Like I said in my post, though, there was a reason they used Fatboy instead of someone else. They could have gone with Ronnie or Roxy, Bianca, but no. I'm honestly starting to think that there was a hint that he is George's secret son, and they used him because Cindy, or was at the time, his stepmom, but didn't know. Also, with him interacting with a witness protection lady, this could have been foreshadowing his own time in witness protection. Sorry, no, that's not a witness protection. What are you going? Hello, witness protection lady. I need witness protection, please. Like,
oh my God, is this guy delusional or what? He was only there. Okay, how do I have to spell this out? Everyone was either in the Queen Vic or was in the houses. Fatboy was going to the Queen Vic, so they needed someone there to go, this is 2015 or 14. So, we need Fatboy. Roxy was fucking somewhere shagging. Ronnie was somewhere in a swimming pool. Fucking Max was somewhere pumping as well. How can I make this more simpler? I can make this more simpler. Cindy was in 2014. Everyone else was in the Queen Vic. Now Fatboy wasn't in the Queen Vic. So they brought him in so you could be reminded that it's 2015 or 14.
Someone says, interesting. Do you not think him being George's son and Cindy being connected with Walford a bit far-fetched? Yeah, probably. Come on, you know it's dumb. You know it's dumb. Stop it. Yes, probably. This is EastEnders, so I think anything's possible. I mean, what are the chances IRL that George moves to his ex-wife's old hometown, and then she shows her face there after he's settled in? Probably slim to none. So I'm sure they could get away with this one too. I don't think it's one coincidence too many. They did the same with Ronnie and Danielle, which proves they're capable of secret kid stories. My guess is that Cindy never met him, and George probably not seen him since he was adopted by Ashley Chubb. Fuck me.
But isn't George's son supposed to be a criminal?
We don't really know. We only heard, there was one conversation about him last year. They're saying they don't really get along. They've hinted that, oh, you have to do, even a couple days ago, it's just all you have to do is apologize. And then it's kind of, I think Gina, kind of mocked George. For, hypocrite or some shit, because, they have a frosty relationship. Yeah, I agree. I don't think the character needs to be super big to be brought back. Just loved enough by the fans. No one cares about him. It's just you. I'm sure Ashley told me he wasn't his real dad, which is no surprise because I just Google him and he looks nothing like him.
I don't know how to break this to you, whoever this commenter is. But you do realise most actors who are playing the son of another actor or actress do not look like the actor or actress. Because I don't know if you know this. And Ash, I need you to be shocked for this. Because I don't know if you know this as well, Ash. But they're not actually the actor or actress's son or daughter. Now, Ash, you have to pretend to be shocked. Because
Whoa.
that is...
Didn't know that.
That is
no
some shocking
way.
news. That is... Gina doesn't look like George because she's not actually George's daughter. She's only an actress playing George's daughter.
I mean, I will just say, mate, I don't know if you think you've got it on a gotcha, but they are casted to look similar enough to be fucking reasonable. Can you imagine Anna being George and Cindy's daughter? Yes. Can you imagine Gina being Cindy and George's daughter? Yes. It's not well, yeah, of course they don't look like each other. They're not actually related. That's that's dumb. I'll be honest, mate. That's not the way to take this one. The one to take this is he didn't even fucking know if he's actually been told he was adopted or not. Well, I thought he was told that he wasn't adopted, but I've looked it up. So he clearly doesn't actually know. He doesn't know the part about the adoption. And so he's still making shit up, essentially. That's the angle to take that one. And finally, let's do one more. One or two more comments of this thread, because this has gone mental. Fair enough. But if they did bring him back married to... This was to the first comment. They're Whitney, Dot are gone. Why would he bring him back? And this just goes, fair enough. But if they did bring him back married to Zaza, like I mentioned in the post, there would be a lot of story potential there, in my opinion. Will they have a baby or not? I mean, could you imagine a baby Fatboy? Haha. By then, I reckon Shirley will be back. Can Fatboy get his wife to reconnect with her auntie? I'm interested to see what both are like now. Don't really care about Leon and Mercy. You know what, though? The number one way to incorporate him back into the square. I've got it. What if it turns out George is his biological dad? Stop it! That would be a great story twist for him and instantly fit in with the Knight family. Say Ashley dies and he decides to find his real dad, and it's actually George. Then we can explore more about his past. Did George even know he existed? There's always storyline potential. It's just never used on some characters. Fuck me. Someone simply goes, just to wrap this one up. Don't get me wrong, I liked his character a lot and thought he brought a lot of fun to the show. However, I don't think he needs bringing back purely because the actor is 40 now, and I don't see the Fatboy slang talk working. Even though I enjoyed the cameo earlier this year, he fell off. I'm not sure what they do with the character, as he can't stay Fatboy forever, and that was his whole persona. There we are. That's the rational response. And someone essentially said, resurrection's only reserved for iconic characters. Fatboy shit.
That was me. That was me, guys.
Someone just goes, you okay, hun? X.
Also, mate, thanks.
Talking Walford chimed in, said, I say bring Arthur back. He finds out Ronnie and Rocky never actually died, and he's ready for revenge. Look, Ronnie and Roxy will bring back in about 10 years. Just don't even do it.
Don't set this guy off, please. He's already triggered. Please.
Jesus. Oh. You guys need to get over it. He's dead. Move on. Oh, good lord. So there we are. Chris Glenshaw, if you listen to this, please, please do not bring back Fatboy. We're just going to give in to delusional fans at this point. Look, I appreciate they wrote a massive post, and I'm all about discourse. I'm all about talking about things. That's the whole fucking surface of this channel. I love talking about these interesting discussion points. But man alive, this one's both been in the fucking works for a good while. Like, they've been really building this theory up. But also, they've lost out so many key details. Hey, he was adopted, right? It's like, you talked about this theory about bringing him back. Yeah, he was adopted, I think. Like, look. First, you're saying bring back Fatboy, and you can't have 30-year-old Fatboy. That's just sad. All right, he's still saying the same shit he was when he was a shit-eating teen. You can't have that. You can't. It's not fun. It's not interesting. So now you're saying bring back Arthur. Bring back the serious side of Fatboy. That's the whole point of Fatboy's character. Fatboy was funny comic relief because he was a chav in London who tried to get one over on people. That's the whole point of the character. Yeah, sure, you did get the occasional scene where he was being honest. I remember this scene with Mick where he's talking like, you know, what do? I don't have a dad. You know, I don't have a mum. Nobody wanted me. It's like, oh, fuck, yeah, this is actually really emotional. Like, fair play, Fatboy. This is great. But that's not the way the character's going to go. But yeah, there we are. Good lord.
Just to add on to this, if we're bringing back, alright, I'm not going to say there'll be an outburst, but if we're bringing Fatboy back before Roxy and Honey, before Max Branning, I'm just saying, Chris Glenshaw, stop sucking this man off. Please. Do not bring back Fatboy. I like Ronnie and Roxy. I purely do not want Fatboy back. So this guy can go cry on the internet that he's not coming back. Same with Roxy and Ronnie, and sadly the same with Max Barron. But I am happy that Chris Clenshaw will never see this video. Unless he comments on this video, then I'll be like, oh, holy, you're Jesus. You're the Jesus of subs. But yeah, I don't love this theory. Why are we doing a video on this guy? Why are we giving in to delusional fans?
I just hope, I do hope, that at least we don't come across as fucking pricks here.
I hope we do.
Because, look, you're allowed to have your favourite character. You're allowed, right? We're all soap fans. We all come in different storylines with different backgrounds, shit that resonates with us more. But there were just a couple of things. Like, I like theories. I love theories of bringing characters back. Leo Burton, that one came out on the channel. That exploded on the fucking subreddit because someone saw our video, posted it over there. Like, I love theories. But it has to be a very fine line. It has to be well tweaked and it has to make sense. Because you can't just go, why don't they bring back every character from the 80s? It's like, yeah, how are you going to do that? Dunno. Sound. They weren't loved, but they weren't hated. And it's like, this is all your brain. Your brain's doing this. But ultimately, hey, if they want to if they see this and they feel sad, I'm sorry. But fundamentally, mate, you've spent too much time with Fatboy. You need to take some time out. You need to not fucking, like, stop it, alright? Don't watch EastEnders for a bit. Or at least, just,
See, here's the thing. You love Fatboy, but Fatboy doesn't love you. So get a life, you fucking loser.
Just watch him on Dance on Ice. That's where he is right now. Well, whenever that season starts. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please bring back Fatboy. Please. It's my favourite character. Just don't. Please don't. There we are. If it came across as mean, fuck 'em. I've said my piece. You've said your piece. The EastEnders fucking subreddit said their piece, and they said, fucking stop this now. So yeah. We have been watching Walford. I've been Ash, been joined by Piggy.
And again, if you want our socials, I will give you the following socials. So you can tweet us your favourite character you want to bring back from the 2010s that is dead. And you want to see them back. And not Ronnie and Roxy. Because I do not want to read 60 emails saying, oh, you got Roxy Whitey, please bring back Roxy and Whitey. I don't care. Please, I don't care. But you can follow. But you can follow us on Twitter /X, Instagram and Twitch at Watching Walford. You can subscribe to our wrestling channel for some wrestling content at One More Match 182. And you can follow Aqua Dreams on the following platforms. You can follow him on Aqua Dreams on Twitch, and Real Aqua Dreams on Twitter, and Aqua Dreams on YouTube. And if you want a video recommended from me to watch from Aqua Dreams /Ash, watch him where he gets a cream pie to the face. It is beautiful. One. It's a good one. It's probably his best video on his solo channel. He peaked there, and he's never peaked again until he joined Watching Walford.
I feel like the guy who we've just been fucking dusting off for the last 40 minutes. No, but it's all good. I swear. Bring him back. Bring it back.
Do another cream pie.
Bring it back.